here is your Seema ma'am. Now as I have given the 6 videos of chapter 1, I will cover in this video up to the sexual reproduction. Now let's revise what I have sent in the video. First part, that was about the lifespan. Now what was the lifespan? The definition of lifespan that shows the period from the birth to the natural death is termed as a lifespan. Now along with this video, I have sent one file in that the lifespan of different organisms have given. Please remember all that lifespan of different organism. So this was all about the lifespan. Now next we will move forward to the reproduction. Now reproduction, the simple definition of the reproduction is the process of forming of new individuals, or you can say the new daughter cells from the pre-existing organisms is known as reproduction. Now reproduction is again divided into two parts, that is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. First of all, we will see what is asexual reproduction. Now the characteristics of the asexual reproduction includes it mostly occur in the single cell organisms. Whatever the new individuals that are forming as a result of asexual reproduction, they are generally looking similar to the parents. Means no differences are there among the new individuals formed and the characteristics of the parents. So you can say the individuals formed, they are exact similar copies of their parents, and they are also known as clones. Other definition of clones include they are morphologically and genetically similar to the parents. Further, in the asexual reproduction, only one individual it is needed. There is no need of two individuals. Along with that, there is no zygote formation is there, and there is no fusion is there. Only from the single organism the new individuals are formed. So these are the characteristics of the asexual reproduction. Now we will see the different methods which includes in the asexual reproduction. First of all, that includes first asexual reproduction method, that is the regeneration, that occurs mostly in the planaria. Now what happens in the planaria? The whole organism, it gets split into the different parts, and from each of the part the whole organism can be formed. So this is known as the regeneration. Second method, that includes fragmentation. In this, whole body it is divided into small fragments. Then these fragments rejoin with each other, and finally the new organism is formed. This mainly occurs in the Spirogyra, that is the green algae. We can see this type of a reproduction method. Third method, that is the fission. Fission means splitting, which is again divided into binary fission and multiple fission. Binary means two. So whenever the organism gets splitted into the two daughter cells, it's known as binary fission. Multiple fission, here in the single particular cell, multiple nuclei are formed due to the abnormal division. That's why it is known as multiple fission. And the last one, that is known as the budding process. Now the budding process, in this, what happens on the parent body, a small structure it is formed, that is known as the bud. This bud undergo many simple division, and it will grow up to a certain size. As it reaches to a certain size, it detaches from the parent body, and then after it will have own individual existence. Now this occurs mostly in case of the Hydra. Hydra is the best common example of this method, that is the budding. And again one more method is there, that is the spore formation, that occurs mainly in the fungi. Fungi structure, as we have discussed, that includes particular sporangium, sporangiophore, and last part, that is the hyphae is there. Now sporangium, inside the sporangium the spores are there. Now whenever this sporangium gets matured, the spores are liberated from it. These spores, whenever it fall on the ground and whenever they gets the favorable condition, this spore develop into the each and individual organism. So this is how spore formation is done. Last method for the asexual reproduction, that is the vegetative propagation. Now vegetative propagation, the name suggests that from the vegetative parts, the new particular plantlets are formed. Now, which is again divided into two methods, that is natural method and artificial method. Inside the artificial method, we have cutting, layering, grafting and also micropropagation. Micropropagation, it is also known as tissue culture. Second part of the vegetative propagation is the natural method. Now, natural method means from the natural vegetative parts of the plants, the new plantlets can be grown. For example, I can give two examples. One is the rhizome. Rhizome means you have seen the structure of the ginger. That is the irregular shaped structure is there. The whole that structure is known as the rhizome. From that rhizome, if we want to grow the new ginger plant, that can develop from that small piece of the rhizome. Second example is the tuber. That is the most common example, that is of potato. The whole potato structure is known as stem tuber. Now, if we can take the fibers that are present on the potato surface, we can sow them in the soil and again the new potato plant can be grown. So, these are some of the examples of the natural method. So, this was all about the asexual method of reproduction. Now, we will move towards the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion between the two individuals. Now, these two individuals, either they can be similar individuals or they can be different. As a result of fusion, it results into the formation of the zygote, and zygote will develop into the further embryo. Now, within this sexual reproduction, you have to remember different methods are there and different processes are there that we'll cover in the next video. Thank you.